There are unexpected developments on the international scene as well, as Napoleon Bonaparte begins secret negotiations with Spain to regain title to Louisiana. At first, Jefferson is unaware of Napoleon's imperial ambitions. When rumors begin to surface, he is justifiably alarmed.
The major concern for Jefferson and other Republicans, in fact for all Americans, was that a strong European power at the mouth of the Mississippi could have a devastating effect on the future of the country. As long as New Orleans was Spanish, it wasn't a threat. And when Napoleon threatens to establish through his Western design, which would include the Mississippi Valley as kind of a breadbasket for his French possessions in the West Indies, and controls commerce through the Mississippi, Americans knew each other well enough to know that their cousins on the west of the Appalachians would come to terms with the French and would secede from the United States.
Jefferson instructs Robert Livingston, American ambassador to France, to negotiate for the purchase of New Orleans. As a backup plan, he persuades Congress to appropriate funds to expand the army and construct a river fleet.
And France is afraid that it's about to lose Louisiana, the whole territory stretching up to the borders of the Oregon country, to Great Britain as soon as war breaks out. So Napoleon basically, through Talleyrand, makes a deal with the American ambassador, and that's, well, we'll sell you New Orleans, but the catch is that you have to take all of Louisiana territory, which you'd think would not be much of a catch. They'd grab at it, but there's a great deal of doubt here. Not that Jefferson is afraid of getting Louisiana, because he wants the land for future agricultural expansion, but he doesn't think the president has the authority to acquire a large tract of land from a foreign country without the permission of Congress. He suggests to the French that perhaps they might want to wait while he gets permission from Congress. He might even need a constitutional amendment. They tell him, in effect, forget it. You either take it now or you lose it. They take it now. The United States buys Louisiana territory. And the last part of it is they don't know exactly what they've bought, because the boundaries of this are not very clear.
And the price tag for this vast expanse of territory? 80 million francs, $15 million in U.S. currency.
Virtually all parts of the country were enthusiastic. The great exception would be Federalists in New England, who were concerned about the addition of a vast new territory. And the fear in New England was not only that they were losing power because they were being outnumbered, but then a nation or a union of agricultural states with their own peculiar interests would be at odds with the commercial interests of New England, would be perhaps hostile to that strong Anglo-American connection that they had cultivated over the years. This is an important thing to keep in mind, because there's a partisan geopolitical motive in expansion. The new states sponsored by the Jefferson administration quickly aligned themselves behind Jefferson.